Other interesting cultural news, you have a liberal woman saying that blue states would win a civil war because they have fresh water. Which, yeah, you know exactly what she looks like. White, old, with creepy glasses. It's as if they have a monopoly and they buy all the grasses flames that look terrible. That's brought to us thanks to one bad dude, and he says, quote, "This liberal woman says that blue states have all the fresh water, so MAGA will be screwed in the case of a civil war. These people are completely insane." And yeah, she does look insane, and she looks like she has a cartoon lesbian family on her shirt as well. With, of course, what was that? An outline of a rainbow? I swear, it's like they buy the worst glasses frames on the planet. And again, there are some good glasses frames out there. Granted, they're all made by like 3 companies, so kind of almost like a pretty much monopoly industry. But yeah, they seem to always choose the thickest rimmed glasses that make them look as preposterous as possible. The only thing I'm shocked of in this clip is she does not have short blue or pink hair. So that is unusual. And she does not have a cow ring. Very unusual. That is almost a requirement these days.
Oh, MAGA, don't you understand? If we have another civil war, all the blue states will control all the fresh water. You guys don't think this shit through, do you?
I don't think she's ever heard of a well, desalination, just gathering rainwater. Yeah. But as she's as intellectually intelligent as the average leftist. Now, the Sprint Preval got 1.5 million views and 14,000 likes. Well, the first comments comes to us thanks to American X, saying, just a screenshot of her looking crazy, getting 2.2 thousand likes. And yeah, why do they always have those crazy, soulless, creepy eyes? Now, granted, I don't have much ground to stand on. My eyes aren't pretty, but they're not that crazy. You also have one bad dude responding saying, yeah, Squints Vibes, the guy from The Sandlot, getting 1,000 likes. Don't Tread on Me says, quote, "What a knucklehead. Even if it was right, if the Civil War ever got kicked off, we would just take it from them in short order. What are they going to do? Throw their, cover your ears if you have children listening. What are they going to do? Throw their dildos at us?" Getting 2.2 thousand likes. Lane Stewart says, "Remind me of Dr. Emmett Brown," as they both have similar facial features and hair, getting 310 likes. MMA Vader says, quote, "This dumbass doesn't understand that blue states are really just blue shitties. In the event of a civil war, they'd probably be reduced scavenging gangs within days, and people like her would be mauled to death by their diverse populations." In 1.2 thousand likes, which, that is not a good point. A lot of these quote-unquote blue states are really just blue cities, or as I pejoratively call them, shitties. One of the best examples is the state of Illinois, which I, as a slight to them, will I'll purposely mispronounce, call it Illinois. I mean, it's mostly red, but the city of Chicago, where so many people depend on the government, so many government employees, it's always deep blue. I mean, it has been for 100 years. But a lot of the areas outside are pretty dark red. I mean, California this year, for the first time in many years, majority of the actual counties were red. But again, it's the shitties that turns the state blue. So, yeah, that's another good point. It's like, the blue states are not all made up by the blue people. I don't mean Smurfs, I mean, Democrats. Going back to the main comment section, somebody by the name of LM says, "Attention Patriots, meet your Civil War opponents." And it's to one weak looking, kind of redundant to say he's a weak Democrat in a dress. And then you have another guy who's painted the words human rights, animal rights, veganism, atheism, feminism are the future. He wrote that in paint on his chest. And of course, he has the muscle mass of a lemur or some comical sloth, which is to say, none at all. Which, yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't but think just one punch and they'd be out of the fight. They'd be crying home. They got 329 likes. E. Wilson says, quote, "Red states have a lot of firearms." There's a picture of some gals at shooting range. A+ for safety. Their fingers not on the trigger. They all have eyes and ears protection. And it says, quote, "Legal U.S. gun owners have 300 million guns and probably 1 trillion rounds of ammo. Seriously, folks, if we were the problem, you know it." Getting 517 likes, which, yeah, it's, yeah, I venture to say red states, yeah, I mean, not to brag, but last time I checked, Texas has the most guns in any state. I wish it was to the point where Texas had so many guns is more than all the other states combined. Hopefully we get to that hopefully we'll get there in the future sometime. But, yeah, there's a lot of guns in our side. Catherine B says, quote, "Most of the blue states are really red. Fraudulent elections, Democrat count ballots until they win, illegal alien voters." Getting 543 likes. That's a good point. Joe King says, quote, "Even if we're true, she somehow failed to realize something of great importance. we have all the guns getting 676 likes, which, I mean, another big point would be, well, where does the military draw their allegiance as well? Because not only do they have normal guns, but they have the best guns on the planet and the best hardware, military hardware and software on the planet, bar none. With the major defense contractors, all the major defense contractors on the globe, they're all headquartered here. So that would be another big variable. Also, I mean, one of the biggest ones is supply chain management. It's one of those things where you can move water around, especially if you have good trucks and good logistics. I mean, that is one of the biggest contributing factors of the Civil War, was the logistics of moving the supplies around everywhere. Not a lot of people talk about that in terms of, history classes, but that's another big contributing factor. I mean, I'm astonished more world leaders and people in politics don't, I was about to say study games like Age of Empires 2, but or games like that in Civilization that just kind of teaches you basic tactics of war. And yeah, that would be another big factor of who has the best logistics, who has the best infrastructure, who has the best military vehicles to move the supply around, not just, the water, the food, the ammo, all that as well. Going down more and more, you have CFK saying, quote, once again, it's a child and dog praying. It says, quote, and deliver us from liberal white women, getting 447 likes, which, that'd be another contributing factor when it comes to who's fighting who. When you look at the demographics of, and I don't think this will ever happen in our lifetime in terms of actual civil war, but if you look at people who are Democrats versus people who are Libertarian or Republican, I mean, one side goes to, on average, one side goes to the gym, works out, eats healthy, and the other side mutilates their children, takes drugs to make them weaker. It's that's another thing in terms of the physical makeup of who would be fighting who. And I can't but think she would last not even 5 seconds to fight. She would be crying in 18 seconds flat and going home. Steve says, quote, somewhere, someplace, someone has seen her O-face, and it's a screenshot of her looking preposterous, which, yeah, I was going to say, but also you can make anyone look silly with a screenshot of a video. Some have a disproportionate amount of awkward frames, myself included. But yeah, I'm not going to falter too much for that one screenshot. Steve Mitch also says, just curious, which fresh water will they control? And there's as Trump would say, the big, beautiful election results map of the 2024 election, so red, so great, so beautiful. The only parts that are blue are the shitties. Yet, God bless Oklahoma, all red, not a single county went blue. So red, so beautiful. If only we got rid of the shitties to be all red. Because, yeah, that map is astonishingly red. And yeah, like I said, Illinois, just take out those counties and those shitties. Even that would be all red. I mean, Indiana looks like only had 2 counties that went Democrat. Or no, sorry, 3 or 4. Itty bitty tiny ones that went blue in the last election. Yeah, and even California, look at that. That's huge. Chris Trump would say, that's huge for the first time in years. So much California voted for us. If it wasn't for the illegals and the fixed rig system, I would have won California as well. I mean, he probably said that or something to that effect. It might be the worst Trump impression you hear all year, but nevertheless, the attempt was made. Let's see. I Am the Chosen Army also has a screenshot from the Washington Times that said, quote, white liberals are more likely to have mental health conditions. Yep. Getting 64 likes. That's another good point. If you look at who's happy, who's depressed, who has a lot of mental issues, disproportionately, people on the left have many, 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 many more. Thereby not increasing their odds if there were to be any hot conflict, which again, I don't think there ever will be. But yeah, I guess the only question would be how quickly do you think it would be over? But yeah, let me know. Do you think if it were to be, blue states versus red states, how do you think the U.S. military would react? Or maybe they just come out there and try to defuse the situation? Then who do you think would win? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.